Vortex, I got this tripod. Apparently it has some really terrible chemical in it that is a threat to my reproductive health. But I'm still holding it anyway. I still bought it. You know, when I saw the warning on the package, I still bought it because it's not my intention to reproduce. But what's really scary is that there are so many people that buy products and consume products and use products that have these labels on them and they don't even notice. But like I've been saying, unless there's some sort of class or some sort of prominent figure in our society that teaches you how to read labels and ingredients and books and shit like that, you know, you're probably not going to do it. Society is not going to do anything that inconveniences themselves in any kind of way. They're not going to do something that requires effort when it would be so much easier for them to just keep doing what they've been doing. Now, this friend of mine, she and I are going to be going out to various bars in the suburbs and doing stand-up comedy. Now, that's one hell of a risk. And the reason why that's one hell of a risk is because none of these motherfuckers know what they're getting into. We don't really know what we're getting into either. But instead of doing open mics and having to stand in line and wait our turn and listen to a lot of shitty comedy in the process by a bunch of woke, politically correct nut jobs, we're just gonna go to the places where we think people would actually want to hear real comedy. I don't think that real comedy is at an open mic, because people that are open mic, you know, they're doing it because they've been told that that's what they're supposed to do. You go to the mics, you get your name out there. Right now, everybody thinks they gotta do lots of social media. Now, we do lots on this channel, and we're very obscure about it, so very few people know about us. And a lot of the people that watch what we do kind of sort of hate it, so, you know. I feel like the chances of me actually getting anywhere, I don't want to say the chances are slim to none, because anything could happen, especially at this point. But I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, well, whenever you get famous, or I want to take a picture of you because, you know, at some point you're going to get big and all that. And it's like, dude, there's so much responsibility with that shit. I already have enough trouble paying my damn electric bill, you know? But it seems like people just think of success in a certain way. They think of happiness in a certain way. I think that in order to attain true happiness, you have to be able to be sad and angry and bitter and experience the whole gamut of emotions before you can really and truly experience happiness. Because a lot of people think that they're happy But they're either really distracted, so I have a feeling this tripod's gonna fall. Yeah, either they're really distracted or they're on drugs. So I guess that's another distraction, right? But I think that very few people have the kind of happiness that like comes from within themselves, you know? They're looking to like outside influences to make them happy. Their job or their significant other or their level of success, the amount of stuff that they get because of their level of success, you know? Well, I would say that I'm happiest whenever I'm pursuing a goal. I'm happiest when I know that I'm doing what God wants me to do. And that's really hard for a lot of people to understand because, you know, a lot of people, you know, they're very like pleasure oriented. And so it's like, why would you please God when you can just please yourself? Well, because in the end, pleasing yourself really isn't enough, you know, and it's going to be short-lived. Now, let's be real, everything's short-lived, but since we're all from God, and since the Spirit is in us, if we do things according to His will, we're going to be a lot more satisfied than if we do things of the world. You know, because worldly pleasures aren't satisfactory. They're not soul satisfying, rather. So that's why I stress that. Feel free. Always feel free to disagree in the comment section or just in your real life, you know. You don't have to leave a comment. You could have self-control. How cool is that? If you have self-control, give yourself a pat on the back, because few people do.